Morning and welcome to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM with you. I am Mutabe David. We begin this morning from the Hilltop Mansion where Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moino sworn in Uduak Isaac as permanent secretary in the state civil service, administering the oath of office and allegiance to Isaac at the state executive chamber, Government House, Uyo. Governor attributed his elevation to his hard work, diligence and passion for service delivery. The governor described Isaac as the new face of the civil service, urging others to aspire to excellence through hard work rather than recommendation, and maintained that the appointment is predicated on merit while congratulating him on his elevation. Meanwhile, in his interaction with Government House correspondent, Uduak Isaac expressed gratitude to the governor for the appointment and pledged to take the state to higher heights in human capital development. The governor, shortly after the inauguration, presented him with a brand new SUV to enable him effectively deliver on responsibilities. In another development, the people of Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom Obodokare Federal Constituency, is set to receive Akwa Ibom State's Governor Pastor Minor, who is billed to visit the constituency for a town square meeting with people of the constituency. A statement by the Chairman, Media and Publicity Committee, Barrister Imowu Okpokpo, made available to newsmen, indicates that the town square meeting is scheduled to hold today, Thursday, April 17, 2025, at the Ikot-Ekpene Township Stadium. According to Barrister Okpokpo, the people of Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom Obodokare Federal Constituency are glad to welcome Pastor Minor to Ikot-Ekpene for the Federal Constituency Town Square meeting in view of the various people-centered programs and policies of the governor that has impacted positively on the lives of the people of the constituency. He described the governor as a promise keeper, an icon of inclusive governance, a man with the finisher's anointing, a prince of peace, symbol of unity, icon of empowerment and good governance, and progenitor of partnership across party lines. He noted with delight that in just 23 months in office, Governor Moino is today Nigeria's reference point in entrepreneurship and SME development, declaring that the people of Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom Obodokare Federal Constituency will forever be grateful to the governor and appreciate him for his love, bipartisan collaboration, and for fostering unity and being an advocate of politics without bitterness. Virtues, he noted, have helped shape his approach to governance, resulting in the transformation of numerous rural communities in the Ikot-Ekpene Federal Constituency and the entire state. Accordingly, the Central Planning Committee, on behalf of the good people of Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom Obodokare Federal Constituency, is inviting the following eminent sons and daughters of Ikot-Ekpene Federal Constituency to the town square meeting, which will also feature the empowerment of several sons and daughters of the federal constituency. According to him, those invited include Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Emmanuel Iborisien, FNSE, Dr. Patrick Umar, Member representing Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom Obodokare Federal Constituency, National Assembly members from the constituency, all former deputy governors, House of Assembly members, past and present, local government chairmen, past and present, all commissioners, past and present, all political leaders from the federal constituency, all board members, federal, state, regional, past and present, all party officers, past and present, all political appointees, past and present. Also invited are paramount rulers, clan heads, village heads, and conference of family heads from the federal constituency, the National Association of Nigerian Students from Ikot-Ekpene, Sienodom and Obodokare, Christian Association of Nigeria, Atiana, all youth, women, and support groups in the federal constituency and the general public to the event. Away from that, in a bid to strengthen relationship between the regulatory agencies and broadcast stations and encourage professionalism, quality content, and standard practice in broadcast journalism. The National Guild of Private Broadcast Station Managers, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, today paid a courtesy visit on the Zonal Director of the National Broadcasting Commission at the Akwa Ibom State Office Information Drive, Uyo. Speaking during the visit, the chairman of the Guild, Maureen Omana, managing director of Premium FM, said the essence of the visit was to introduce the organization to the NBC leadership and the state as the regulatory agency for broadcast stations. She appreciated the state director and the entire NBC team for the cordial work relationship enjoyed between broadcast stations and the NBC, while highlighting the contributions of NBC to the growth of media brands in the state and called for more of such collaborations. On the state of the economy, which drives revenue for businesses in the state, the chairman, Maureen, noted that the governor, Omaino's administration strive to promote businesses, tourism, and infrastructural development will lead to economic prosperity for Akwa Ibom people and ultimately broadcast stations, and appreciated the governor for remaining committed to building big people and the state.
We are really grateful that you understand all of this myriad of problems and challenges confronting the broadcast stations. We are really hoping that things will improve. The present governor, Appolonia, is really doing great things in the state, which we believe will open up the economic treasure of Akwa Ibom State to Nigeria and the world beyond. So we are looking and hoping that the governor too, as he has promised, to open up the ports and other tourism infrastructure he is trying to put in place will help to drive tourism, drive commercial activities, and of course that will improve our revenue.
Responding to the Guild, the NBC Zonal Director Henry Asagba appreciated the National Guild of Broadcast Stations Managers, Private, Akwa Ibom State Chapter for visiting the agency. He noted that the NBC as a regulatory agency understands the challenges broadcast stations are going through and prayed that the governor, Pastor Minor, who is currently doing a great project, will go further in supporting the broadcast stations to continue playing their role in promoting and bridging the gap between the government and the people. The NBC director used the occasion to inform the Guild of the NBC plans to hold training for newscasters and on-air personalities as a way of keeping them updated on policies and operational standards.
So maybe we are planning on doing it in each of the states. And then if things improve, we can just fix the place. Maybe like we here, everyone will just come here. We want the stations to do well. We know the economy is not too good. And we know what stations are really battling with. It's not easy. We'll just pray that things will improve so that, because I know generally the market here to get adverts. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I believe with this new governor, I believe that, you will try and even government will step in to assist the stations to do better.
Present at the meeting on the NBC team were the Zonal Director Henry Asagba, the HR Daniel Dumedia, and the Chief Monitoring Officer Nonye Omeyo, while the National Guild of Broadcast Stations Managers team, led by the Akwa Ibom State Chairman Maureen Omana, had the Vice Chairman Ikechukwu Joe of Passion FM, Samson Akban of Comfort FM, Silas Sufort of Inspiration FM, the Secretary Francis Edit of Planners FM, and Idonsa Tom of Premium FM. To the national scene now, where the federal government has again assured citizens of its commitment to end insecurity in the country. Speaking at the first quarter media stakeholders seminar in Abuja, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, emphasized the administration's resolve to combat security threats across the country. The minister, who was represented by the Director General of Voice of Nigeria, Jibrin Dance, highlighted recent investment in military equipment, personnel training, and intelligence gathering as proof of the government's seriousness in tackling insecurity. He noted that the administration's actions reflect a serious and coordinated effort to address security challenges, including banditry, insurgency, and terrorism in various states. The minister also urged media organizations to stop giving publicity to terrorists, describing such coverage as fuel for their operations. The minister also praised the Nigerian Armed Forces for their sacrifices in the fight against insecurity, noting their achievements in neutralizing insurgents, rescuing hostages, and restoring peace to affected communities. Still on security matters, the Nigerian Army has named Lieutenant Colonel Anele Onyinyechi Appolonia as the acting director of Army Public Relations. Reports say Appolonia is the first woman to hold the position in the new history of the Nigerian Army. Anele, who is a member of Direct Regular Course 15 and the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, takes over from Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, who has been posted to the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center. Meanwhile, appointment takes effect from April 22, 2025. Reports say the new Army spokesperson had previously served as Public Relations Officer in the Office of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant Colonel Anele, until a new role was with the Department of Civil Military Relations. And now to another development in Rivers State. The state government has condemned the spread of false announcements attributed to the office of the Secretary to the state government, describing them as attempts to mislead the public, incite panic, and disrupt the peace in the state. In a statement signed by the Permanent Secretary, Special Services Bureau, Office of the SSG, Dede Samson Friday, the government debunked reports claiming that the sole administrator of the state had summoned suspended Governor Siminala Ifubare and Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Maodu to account for appointments made over the past 2 years. The statements released on Wednesday clarified that no such publication originated from the office of the SSG. Friday urged the public to disregard the report and any similar misinformation, warning that such fabrications are the handwork of individuals intent on destabilizing the state. He emphasized that official communications from the Rivers State government are disseminated exclusively through verified channels, including the government official website, authorized social media handles, press release from the Office of the Governor and the SSG, as well as approved traditional media outlets. The public was advised to always verify information before sharing and rely solely on official government sources for accurate updates. You are listening to the news on Planet 101.1 FM. Uyo, let's take a breather and then bring you more stories from our foreign, sports, and entertainment scene. Do stay with us.
It's rising like the sun and shining forth, sustaining life like never before. It will never set. Planet Radio Station 101.1 Uyo, Nigeria. Don't touch the dial.
Many thanks for staying with us. You're still on to the news at 7 on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. And now to the foreign scene. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared the readiness of the states of California to commence legal action against President Donald Trump for imposing tariffs on imports into the United States. Newsom, a Democratic Party member, announced that the lawsuit would challenge the president's authority to impose sweeping tariffs he said portends risks to the economy of California. California Attorney General Rob Bonta informed the public that vendors are already warning that they will pass the cost of Trump's tariffs onto the state of California. The state is challenging the enforcement of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which enables the president to freeze and block transactions in response to foreign threats. Governor Newsom's office, in a new release, indicated that the suit will be filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California. In sports now, Arsenal staffed of Champions League holders Real Madrid superstars enrich history of unlikely comebacks to snatch a 2-1 victory on Wednesday and reach the semi-finals with a superb 5-1 aggregate victory. The Gunners' 3-0 quarter-final first leg triumph last week gave them a vital cushion in the Spanish capital as they met the Final Four for the first time since 2009, where they will face Paris Saint-Germain. Bukayo Saka, who missed the first half penalty, sent Arsenal ahead, and although Vinicius Jr. leveled, the 15-time winners were never close to making up the deficit. Gabriel Martinelli rubbed salt on their wounds with a stoppage-time winner for Arsenal, who have never lifted the Champions League trophy. The Premier League side held their nerve to reach the semi-finals for only the third time in their history. On the entertainment scene, popular Nigerian TikToker Pele has hinted at a breakup with his girlfriend Jadrolita. The controversy began after Pele was seen getting cozy with another girl during his recent trip to Ghana. Reacting in a TikTok live session, Jadrolita expressed her grievance over the incident, stating that she could no longer continue with the relationship. Defending his actions, Pele claimed that he had been paid to appear in the girl's video to help promote her page. It's been the news on Planners Radio 101.1 FM. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. The Nigerian Army has named Lieutenant Colonel Anele Onyinyechi Appolonia as the acting director of Army Public Relations. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moyne sworn in Uduak Isaac as permanent secretary and the state civil service. In a bid to strengthen relationship between the regulatory agencies and broadcast stations and encourage professionalism, quality content, and standard practice in broadcast journalism, the National Guild of Private Broadcast Station Managers, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, today paid a courtesy visit and the Zonal Director of the National Broadcasting Commission at the Akwa Ibom State Office, Information Drive, Uyo. On the foreign scene, we told you that Governor Gavin Newsom has declared the readiness of the states of California to commence legal action against President Donald Trump for imposing tariffs on imports into the United States. In sports, we reported that Arsenal staffed of Champions League holders Real Madrid superstars enrich history of unlikely comebacks to snatch a 2-1 victory on Wednesday and reach the semi-finals with a superb 5-1 aggregate triumph. For comments and coverage of any newsworthy events, call the newsroom on 0701-896-8395. Visit our website on planets101fm.ng and follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at planets_101fm. Also like our Facebook page at planets101fm. Uyo. The news was edited by Jane Owa. As we end the news, let's remind ourselves that a world full of love is only possible when we all take responsibility for safety. Check on your loved ones, be vigilant, and make your surroundings a heaven of peace. I am Mutabe David. Good morning to you.